Hello, hello, hello. Happy hump day. Happy hump day, you guys. Hello. Y'all go ahead and tag 5 people. Let them know that we are live. We are live. See, y'all got y'all notifications on. I love to see it. I love to see it. So, you guys, we're going to be talking about branding your business and how to target your audience and actually find your niche. Okay, what we're talking about on today.
What up, sis?
How are ya?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'll be sitting still in 2 seconds, but I ain't wanna miss the time to get on, so I can still talk.
Absolutely. So I'm letting the people know that we are talking about branding their business and also targeting their audience tonight. So I'm going to let you jump on in because I know you have things to do, and talk about how they should brand themselves as a business.
So for starters, you gotta brand yourself individually first. A lot of people think that as soon as you start a business, it's time for you to just lock in and this audience is just gonna gravitate to you. People gravitate to authenticity, transparency, and results oriented people. So they actually wanna watch who you are, how you move, how you operate, what you love, what you talk about. They want to watch those things before they even become a client of yours. So for me, like even on Facebook, my cousins, that's all my cousins out there, right? So on Facebook, when I request for them to go to the business page, they like, no, we already on your personal page. They don't want to switch it up because that is your brand. Who you are is your brand. What you stand for is your brand. The things that you post tell a story. And that's where most people go wrong, is thinking that they can separate the two. You really can't separate the two because it's a characteristic. So I'm pulling up right now so I can kind of give my undivided attention. A lot of times we want to start out having an audience that's desirable, but it's really through trial and error. So your audience, you don't know who your audience is or who your avatar is until you find out who you don't want. See, a lot of times we're locked in, we're executing in excellence, but what level of excellence is that? Who said that's immediate excellence? Who said that's the excellence that everybody desires? Who says that customer service is the level that they desire? So you have to actually give the energy, give the execution, the excellent execution to have the desirable avatar that's going to become your client and a lifelong client. Not just a customer, but a client. You want people to come into your store, buy one thing from you that's extremely excellent, and then never leave your store. Everything they need, they come to you for it in that realm of business that you function in. So it's important that you brand you. A lot of people brand the company or try to brand the company, but they don't have no sweat equity or no skin in the game. You got to put that skin in the game. You got to put that sweat equity in. You have to what is the reason for me to come to you instead of somebody else? What is the reason? There's a million people that do exactly what you may do, but not like you do it. So what separates you from the rest? And that's one of the most important things is you're not separating personal from business. You're collabing the two where they both connect and coincide and they make sense for your avatar. Your audience is not everybody. Your audience is not every age, every color. It's not all men and women. You have to actually create your avatar and look at who you are, what you put out, the type of people that you want to service, the income that you desire to make, and you create your avatar based on your content and your ability to sell a healthy product or service that the masses can benefit from. It's not about what's wanted. It's about creating a necessity in what it is that you have. It's about making whatever it is that you sell, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you teach, it has to be a necessity, not a want.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's where I feel like a lot of people struggle. Like I had some people, that started following me today, and I was just, evaluating their social media profile. And like when you go to their page, you really can't tell what it is that they do.
Yeah.
At all. Like I seen one person, they sell weight loss products, and then they do lashes, but you can't tell, you're not marketing either.
Yeah.
Like nothing on your page is letting me know how to really purchase from you at all. And one thing that I want to throw in there, you guys have to make your social media profiles very clear to your audience. Like you cannot put the website in your caption because they cannot go there and click it in the caption. So that means someone will have to like memorize your website or screenshot it and go type it in at a later time. Like it needs to be accessible in your actual bio.
I agree
Get
100%.
get you a link tree or something so that your clients can easily assess your products and services. Because one thing about me, and another thing I want to throw in there as well, and this is me personally, if I go to someone's website and they don't make it easy for me to check out, I leave. Like I never have my card on me. So I needed to connect to Apple Pay or PayPal or something easy for me because nobody never really has their card on them at all. Like, and so that's another problem that I find with businesses. And then I also find that like nobody retargets me. So if I do get off the website, the only people that really retarget me is Fashion Nova. Fashion, Fashion Nova is the only people who retarget me to make me want to go back and purchase something for their website. And like you said earlier, because that's what I was going to piggyback off of, who are you talking to? Like
Absolutely.
when I took my Facebook ad course, I found out that people don't niche down enough. So say if you're talking to women, okay, are you talking to women with kids? Are you talking to women who are married with kids? Are you talking to single mothers? Like, who are you talking to? Because people do not know who their target audience is. They launch a business and they automatically just want sales. They just want to sell to anybody. And this is why another people do not know how to price their services and products correctly because they just go into business just wanting sales.
I agree. One of the things that I want to touch on that you said as well, when it comes to the delivery of how you display what it is that you do, a website, an app, your stuff got to be crisp. It has to be attractive. Bree Sky, and I don't want to mess up the name, but I will put it in this in the bottom, in the information at the bottom. But a young lady by the name of Bree, she did my website. And everybody who is big in marketing absolutely loves my website. What you guys don't understand is the only people that know you're a one-man show is you. And when I was a one-man show, I had to learn how to make it where it didn't look like that until I could afford assistants or virtual assistants or a whole full team. The only person that know you're a one-man show is you. Now, whether you display that level of excellence to where a person is not even convinced of that, that's the beauty of it. You have every opportunity to create what it is that you need to create to make sure that you have automation and systems in place and a functioning website or a functioning app that will make it easy for your audience. The better you look, the better high quality that you have, the high quality execution that you give, the high quality, not just the products and services, but the results. If your results are high quality and you're constantly getting those referrals, you're constantly getting those recommendations, your products and services, you can scale up. It's really not, you don't have to tell people, oh, it's just me. And it doesn't have to look like just you. You can have, I always tell people, start out with 2 major emails or 3 major emails for your website. That's yours as the CEO. You have your administrative and you have the support. Even if you answer every single one of them, if I was a customer of yours and a friend, right, and something was not going right and you service me, I would feel more comfortable to go to support than to actually email you as the CEO. Even though you're getting that information, you don't have to answer like it's you. You answer like it's support. You answer like the customer support that you would desire to have. So that's one of the things that people make a mistake in, is letting the world know that they are a one-man show. The authenticity and transparency will be amazing, right? But there's a certain level of respect that you want to have and that you want to gain from your tribe, because your tribe is your vibe. And your audience, every bit of the audience that you have, the audience is a reflection of your products and services delivery and your professionalism. So if you look at, if you're a business owner now and you like, oh, I need to up my prices. Your prices being up means nothing if the quality does not go up. So we can't scale up and raise our prices and our standards aren't raised. So it's important that you level up on all levels, which is trial and error experience and courses, classes, or the education side. But you can actually do a whole lot better with you just making sure, like, it's so many different ways for you to bring them in. You got people overseas that can be a virtual assistant until you can actually level up to a way where you can pay somebody a salary or pay somebody hourly to actually handle those things. There is small fees to make you look big time. And it's important that you start from the beginning. Your company is a new baby that's birthed. That baby, you have to nurture it. You have to nurture that child. You have to feed it. You have to give it the fundamental principles. You have to teach it. You have to edify it. You have to do so many things with the child. It's the same way with that business. You have to nurture that business. You can't grow, go, and glow without having an opportunity, to learn through experience, to see what it is you shouldn't be doing, what you should do, how you should do it. And all of that comes from trial and error. But you have to have the spine of your company in alignment. Before marketing, before branding, are you incorporated properly? That's number one. Are you incorporated properly? Who says it's proper for the entity that you have? Have you spoke with Keita or any other specialist, such as myself or anybody else, who can actually give you the blueprint that will make sure that you have an opportunity to scale, not in 5 to 10 years, but in 6 to 12 months? So people want to go to the money. It's, if you counted how many people, how many lives you changed, the money will come. When you count money, then it's transactional. And that's another thing that you do not want to do. You don't want to make your clients and your customers feel like it's transactional, because when you do that, it's not a relationship. That does not mean that you need to speak to everybody. And that's another thing. In order for you to really scale up and diversify and have an opportunity to go after new money, you have to have delegation and you have to have boundaries. As an entrepreneur, new or existing, old, you cannot talk to every single person. You cannot spend hours on the phone just giving people information. You delegate that info out, or you make it precise on your website or your app that they can go out and read that and reach out and have questions, and your customer support answer that, because you're always looking to go after new individuals that you can change their lives, which turns into new coins. The coins turn into the contacts, turn into coins. You cannot go after new people, changing new lives, which brings new money, if you're constantly on the phone with potential.
Who?
right?
Mm.
You can't do it. We got to go after new money. We got to change lives across the globe. So whatever you do, you have to do it to a capacity that you know the importance of delegation, and you cannot do everything. That's the number one thing when it comes to branding. Even if you say, you know what, I don't have all the money, I got to wear all the hats. No, you figure out how to get the money. You wear the hat for a second, but you figure out how to get the money, who you delegate those job opportunities to, because when you delegate, you're creating opportunity. When you create opportunity, that's leverage. It gives you an opportunity to leverage. It gives you an opportunity to go rub elbows with the right people. It gives you an opportunity to go and see who is your next individual that you're changing their life. Who is next? So if branding is not just I want to go out here and pass out some flyers. I want a dope website. Branding starts with you. Branding starts with the hello, how are you? Branding starts with going to those networking events and actually paying. People, some people get upset at me, and I really don't care. Y'all already know that. But I don't go to free shit.
Exactly.
Because the free shit is a bunch of people that are trying to get information to level up, which means anytime you don't want to pay for anything and you don't want any skin in the game, you're going to stay stagnant. I don't want to go rub elbows with those people. And it's not that I'm trying to be funny, but I want to rub elbows with the people that's okay with paying $10,000 and $15,000 to get coached. Those are the people that when you come in, you're going to have an articulate conversation. You're going to learn something from them. You can actually collab. You're going to be able to have this an opportunity to meet high-level individuals who don't mind putting skin in the game. So in order for you to enhance and enlarge your territory in your business, even from a branding aspect, you have to pay to play. It's no way you're going to learn everything that you need to learn, not even from these lives. We get valuable information. Keita she's doing these lives once, twice a week, giving the nuggets, bringing great people on. But guess what? It's more respected when you got to pay for it. Because what you're going to do is take notes, close that notebook, and never execute. You know why? Because you don't have skin in the game. When you pay to play, you're going to take notes. You're going to go home. You're going to execute because you want to make back what you spent on investing in yourself. You got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in a coach. Every coach needs a coach. Every entrepreneur is a coach. You need a coach that's on a higher level. You have to pay for that. So you can start from the beginning and get you a coach on a level that the next level that you desire to go up. You pay for that. Once you get to them, you hire another one, the next level that you desire to go up. But you got to get out of your head that you're going to do everything, because you won't. You'll be stagnant. You'll lose way more money. You'll lose way more opportunities. You won't execute in excellence without opposition in no type of way, because you're going to miss things, forget things, and you cannot give each client, each student 100% of you when you're giving 10% here, 10% here, 10% here to make 100% out of 10 different levels of your business.
Absolutely. And listen, yeah, and I preach that to them all the time, because people feel like investing in knowledge is a waste of money. And it's crazy. I had someone inbox me yesterday. She said, I bought the Airbnb course, but I feel like it was a waste for me because I can't even get a bank account. I said, Like that's my fault that you can't get a bank account. But what I'm just saying, I feel like a lot of people invest in courses and classes, and they go to conferences knowing that they're not even on the level to start at that level.
Yeah.
That's why I changed my whole coaching program. Like I got tired of coaching to people who don't even have the basics. Like you don't have the EIN, the articles, and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm only targeting established business owners now, because all that you should know already. Like those are the basics. So go to, like you said, I love when you said that, start at a coach that's on your level, then elevate, then elevate, then elevate, because I don't do that no more. That's not.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it sets you back because you
Yeah.
got to keep being repetitive,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and honestly, which I'm sure you already done, record it and make that a part one before you can even come to anything that's me, that's
Right.
face to face. You need part one first. Go ahead and buy that and go through the phases, you
Mm-hmm.
know, but it's important that you know, this social media illusion has given people this poor stigma that, you know, you just gotta shine, like you gotta have all of the nicest everything, you gotta be this popular, it's a popularity contest, you have to, you know, you just gotta be animated with everything. It's okay for you to start from the ground up and be quiet while you're leveling up.
Yep.
A level up, honestly, a real level up is not loud. And most of the time, people that are extremely loud, it's because they want to be out here in the limelight, in a platform to where everybody knows their name. You know what I'm saying? A level up is really not loud. And it's okay for you to do what you got to do in a space where you are growing, going, and glowing. And when you get there, if you want to ball and you want to show the world what you've done, it's okay. I'm not telling you to silence your success whatsoever. I'm telling you, as you're going through your success, you don't want to have this thing in your head that you got to be out here loud. You got to show, you know, the red bottoms every day. You got to show the Chanel bags every day. You got to show, you know, 15 different cars and everything. You don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, it's the new norm, but you don't have to do that. Find you. Your brand is you. Your audience is you, right? Your audience, everybody in your audience, your entire tribe is a reflection and a mirror reflection of what you internalize, what you put out, and who you are. Because when I was not in a polished state, and I'm still not all the way polished to people, because y'all already know I'll cuss in a minute. But when I was super not polished, my audience was me. My audience was unpolished. My audience was hood as hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
My audience was, you know, dang, that's too much. Can you bring it down for me? Hey, can you give me a call? I need to talk to you. But then when I leveled up and I decided to be a better version of who I am, and start really educating myself and being around the people that I desired to become. I desire to be wealthy. I desire to be articulate. I desire to be an educator. I desire to be able to be in a room with anybody. I desire to be able to have conversations, high level conversations with individuals, and not feel like I'm not good enough to do it, right? When I changed the trajectory of who Tiffany was, then that changed my tribe, that changed my audience, that changed my delivery, that changed my execution, which made me change my prices. So you gotta figure out who you are before you can figure out who your target audience is. Mm-hmm. And you have to specialize in one thing first. A confused mind never buys. Let's start there. If you sell cookies, you do hair, you you whiten teeth, you a shoe shiner, you got a construction company, you shaving armpits. Like, nobody knows what you really do. What's the one thing that you do that is 100% excellent that everybody knows you for? Get them through the door first. Get them through the door and sell them on the one thing that is extremely excellent, right? Because once you become excellent to them, those are your marketing, those are your walking billboards right there. Absolutely. Once you do one thing excellent, they're going to come to you for everything in that realm of business because they know you execute in excellence. You can't give them everything in the store. If I say I want a wig and you say, girl, I sell wigs, I can do your eyelashes. Oh, you want some new earrings? And I sell clothes. I'm done because my brain can't even take that. I'm over you. I'm going to somebody that just specializes in wigs, right? And that's what we do. If you listen to people's 30-second and 60-second spiel, they be like, you know, yeah, I'm a real estate broker. I sell clothes. I got an insurance company. I own a pizza shop. Yep. And I got a grocery store down the street. I'm lost. I'm lost. Perfect and master one thing. That jack of all trades, master of none is totally cliche. It's way more to that than what people say. It's a whole nother sentence to that. Be a jack of all trades, master of them all, but it's after you master one that gets you to a level that's multiple 6 figures and above. If you're doing 10 things and none of them are making you 6 figures, you're doing a whole lot of nothing.
Ooh.
You're doing a whole lot of nothing. You can't have 5 and 6 businesses and all of them is still under, you still making 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000 with 6 different things that you promoting as an expert.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. If you're not making if you're not making 6 figures up in at least one thing, you have not mastered anything that you do, and everything that you touch is under average. Because 6 figures is average. 6 figures start at $100,000. $100,000 really is not enough for a middle America house. A middle America household. 6 figures, 100,000 is still not enough. $100,000 is really not even middle America no more. So you have to figure out, write a plan down of execution. Write down the most important to least important, and it's not even what people can see. It's what you do in the back. The back end work is way more important than what people can see. If your back end work is not done, your marketing, all of that shit is going completely out the window unorganized. You can have the best website you want. You can have the best website possible. And then your phone manners and email manners are shit. So now who cares about the website? It's beautiful, but you suck.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have the proper education when it comes to doing things in the right trial and error, because a lot of this stuff, you can be taught the fundamental principles, but you cannot be taught the experience until you go through it.
Ooh.
So in order for you to really dominate in whatever it is you're doing, you have to get your feet wet. Fear, most people that are scared, they're scared of the unknown. So if you can't put enough trust in yourself to deliver in excellence, why should somebody put enough trust in you to trust you to deliver for them in excellence when they pay you? People smell fear. So if you're not confident and you don't know your 30-second commercial and your 60-second commercial to wheel me in after 20 seconds, I'm really over what you said once you done told me 19 things. I'm thinking about what I need from the grocery store. You have to engage with people and you have to give people what they need immediately. You catch the attention of a person within 23 seconds. After 23 seconds, it's over with if you have not gained their attention. Right? Once you say your name, I need to know what it is that you do ASAP because you've approached me. Now you got eye contact. Tell me what it is that you do. And if it's tasteful for me and I feel like, that's tasty, I'm rocking with it. If I feel like it's not, I'm going the other way. Your delivery has to match what it is that you're desiring to do to get the people the audience that you want, the tribe that you want, the customers that you want. Marketing is nothing without tact, posture, and character.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have your mission, your motto, if you don't have those things, you don't have anything to stand on. What principles for your company are you standing on? What is your promise to your tribe? What level of excellence, when you see excellence, do you have a coach that's actually showing you a higher level of excellence? If not, your excellence doesn't mean anything to people who are below you. A 0, let me tell you something. A coach that's a 1 can only coach a 0.
Boy, there's a lot of them out here. Do you hear me?
Listen, a coach that's a 1 can only coach a 0. A 1 cannot coach a 2 and above. A coach that's a 2 can only coach a 1 and a 0. They cannot coach a 3 on above. So if you calling yourself the GOAT, you calling yourself the best in your industry, who said that? You or your audience?
Yeah.
That's what matters. All marketing is attraction to your tribe. What is attractive to your tribe? What is attractive to your what is your avatar? From the age to the color to the sex to the origin to religion to money to how many children they have to the neighborhood they live in. Who is your avatar? what makes you desirable to that avatar? You know, when people say, oh, you know, I want to go back and I just want to help everybody in the hood, right? Does the people in the hood want to help themselves? You need to ask that question, right? Who is your avatar? What makes them your avatar? What have you researched to say this is what you want? This is the audience you want. Who is your mentor that you cannot touch, that you might just see on social media? That's where you desire to be, right? Where you desire to be. Do you have people that are where you desire to be that you cannot touch or talk to, that you walk, who you can mimic in your own characteristics? All of that you got to take into consideration. You want to boss up.
Listen, let me tell you something. What I see from a lot of business owners, and this goes to, like you said, the experience and the pricing, because they are putting prices on services and products that they're not even willing to invest in themselves to actually make sure that their business is going to go to the next level. It be blowing me. It really be blowing me, because I have a lot of people, you know, we have our own groups or whatever, and I had to change everything, because, you know, the people that was attracted to me, like, they don't want to pay the big bucks. Like, they think that, you know, paying $20 for a webinar, that they're going to get all this valuable information. But then I got the people who's offering the webinar is on the back end asking me all the questions so they can present on the webinar. And this is what I be talking about in my store. Stop going to these $30 and $40 and $50 people. That's not going to help you get to the next level. We have did it.
Yeah.
We hit 7, 8 figures.
Yeah.
Like, and you guys, you got to understand this. Followers don't equal money.
No, don't.
Followers don't equal money. I can pull up some statements. And I don't have to whip people in with, because a lot of people use this, oh, hey, millionaire. Everybody's not going to be a millionaire. You're just not. Listen, it's the hard truth. Gotta hit the button again. Everybody is not going to be a millionaire.
Right.
It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of sacrifice. Your excuses is not going to get you to millionaire status. Your procrastination is not going to get you to millionaire status. You sleeping in to 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning is not going to get you to millionaire status.
Absolutely. Procrastination is the key to being unsuccessful.
Yes.
It is. And even to piggyback off Akita, we need workers. If everybody was an entrepreneur, we wouldn't have a job. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we don't want to negate or even diminish or take away from people who work, because it's a different type of tenacity. It's a different type of heart. It's a different type of posture you have to be able to do that. Like for me, I couldn't be an employee. Every job that I ever had in my life, I got fired from. And the only one that I didn't get fired from was because my boss was just like me. It was my road dog. I never forget him. His name was Matt Toll. He was an ignorant white man. And anytime I got into a fight or any of that, he was a GM. He would not let them fire me. But that was the only job that I didn't. And then anything else I didn't get fired from, it was because I really, really love doing what I like to do. So just like I can't be an employee, it's okay for people who can't be an entrepreneur. It's not for everybody whatsoever. And I actually learned how to be a servant being an entrepreneur when I couldn't serve correctly being an employee. You have to know how to serve before you could be a leader. And people don't understand the value in even that. You think you are free when you are an entrepreneur. No, you answer to your tribe, you answer to your clients, you answer to your supporters. The difference between followers and supporters, people have 100,000 plus followers and have 100 supporters because they like to watch and look at the chaos and read the free information and get any free tidbits they can get, but they don't want to put the sweat equity in. I'd rather have 200 supporters and 200 followers than to have 2 million support followers and 200 supporters. Those contacts turn into coins, and it's important that you give value. If you are not giving value, you will not succeed. And people will value you based on the information. Like, they will give you a value level, and you'll know your value level to your tribe when they say, oh, your prices are too low. I mean, your prices are too high. Well, that's not your tribe, but they're letting you know the value that you give is not worth the amount of money that you give. Now, when you start seeing that from the masses, you know it's time for you to level up in your education and your knowledge and your expertise to give more value. If you got one or two people, you can take that and roll. But when you have a whole audience saying your price is too high, your price is too high, right? That means you're not giving enough value. You have to still listen to the stuff people are saying, because that's the experience that you need. You won't be able to cultivate and really dive deep and help the masses until you can get out of the emotion of yourself thinking that you're the greatest and you don't have any room for improvement. When you, every single day is a new day to start over. Every single day is a new day for improvement. Our clients, our customers, our students, they help us improve, because if we give the same regurgitated information, because everybody really teach the same shit.
They do.
It's just how they teach it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has an Airbnb course. We all have them. Everybody has all of this stuff, but it's not what you have. It's how you teach it, and your audience and your tribe, are they actually learning and being able to execute that stuff and make money? People do not want to pay for stuff that is not going to make them any money. And that's the whole thing. Are you making money? Are you changing? Are you creating new entrepreneurs that are making money? Are you actually giving a value to where as soon as they finish, they can execute and see some form of check? Or is it going to take a long time? People don't want the long time no more. Since COVID, money is easy to come. Mm-hmm. So are you making it easy? Are your results hitting? Are your results hitting? So a lot of that stuff, I know we was focusing on marketing, but it's so hard to just focus on marketing because a lot of people miss so many different steps before the marketing. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So yeah, you guys, like you gotta hire a coach. You gotta hire a coach. And me and Tiffany are putting together a VIP dinner, and this is only for business owners who are ready to go to the next level. Like, seriously, we're not going to play with you at all. So you can DM either one of us, or you can email info at bossupgirl.org, and we will get you guys the information. But it's time to level up. It's time to get to the next level, because some of you guys have made New Year resolutions and set goals, and you have did absolutely nothing. So you need some people that's going to hold you accountable. Basically, kind of like hold your hand. Every coach has a coach or needs one.
And multiple coaches.
Tiffany, we have several coaches, because everybody don't coach the same, and I get something from each one of my coaches. Absolutely. So you got to get to the next level, and do not quit signing up for things knowing that you're not going to apply. Because, I heard you say that, people may not see the value, but I know a lot of people just sit on information and don't apply it at all. And it baffles me. Like,
it's a lot of people that do that, Keita. And I agree with you 100%. And a lot of it is, again, fear. The people are afraid to fail. And they rather not try and that be failure than to try and it's never a loss. It's always a lesson. They will go. That's why I don't do motivational speech bullshit. I don't do motivational conferences, because after the motivation, then what? Because if you have to be motivated to execute, to change the trajectory of your life and your family's last name, like, I'm not going to work well with you anyway. So I'm not the one that's about to do kumbaya sessions. If you do not have anything, a strong why, your why, again, is always bigger than your family, always bigger than your kids. Your why has to be massive. Your why has to make you, you know what, if I don't do this shit, I'm going to, like, you're going to see tears. You're going to feel pressure. You're going to feel like your back is up against the wall. You have to remember those times where you couldn't eat, or you was about to get evicted, or was evicted, or your car was repossessed, or the engine blew and you had to walk with kids, or you didn't have enough for groceries, didn't have enough for diapers, those long sleepless nights, those on your knees praying to God. You got to remember those things, those times, and be grateful for the transition and the transcend, because you could be so much worse. And a lot of times we look at it like, oh my God, I'm going through so much shit. It could be so much worse. You got to be thankful for the little things in order for you to be blessed and have an opportunity to get the big things. If you know, one of the worst things, let me tell you, it's people. I have an interview process for my VIPs. And it's people that literally will tell me, Tiffany, I'm coming in your program. I want to make 6 figures. No, I want to make $500,000 by the end of the year. And they ain't made 100,000 yet. They ain't made 50 yet. That's false expectations. And you wonder why you start fearing success, because wherever you are financially, you've earned that. You earned that you make 30,000 a year. You earned that you ain't making, that you don't have a job. You earned no income, right? When you earn whatever you earn, that's where you are. So when you come to me and you say, or you come to Keita and you say, my goal is to make 7 figures by next year, and you haven't, you're at under 6 figures, we have to have realistic expectations.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot have false expectations, because false expectations create the insecurity inside of you that you can't do it, because you're not being real with yourself and what you're capable of. So you have to start with, you know what? I'm at 35,000. Let me get to 50. When I get to 50, let me get to 100. When I get to 100, let me get to 150. When I get to 150, let me get to 2. Okay, I'm at 2. Okay, bitch. Now let me get to 3. Okay, I'm at a quarter. Okay, I could probably make it to the half. Realistic expectations. The flow, it's levels to this shit. I didn't, when you make 30,000, people be so aggravated with me, right? I come from the streets. I come from the hood. I've been through poverty. I've experienced so many things that supersede so many different stories. You couldn't even believe it. And so has Marquita, right? There is no way when I had a $30,000 and $50,000 mindset that I could have got to 100, 300, 500. It's no way in hell. The mindset matches the income. The intellectual property matches the income. So when you don't have that intellect, when you don't have that calmness, when you don't have that steadfast and unmovable spirit, when you don't have that tenacity and that tact to where, you know, at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, you getting up, you have a routine for wealth. There's a routine for wealth. It's mind, body, spirit, soul, mental, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. You cannot get up at 10 a.m. like Marquita said and think, oh, my day starting at 10. Wealthy minds, they get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, yes, but you better believe they up by 5 a.m. You got to get up at 5 a.m. You got to exercise. You got to eat right. You got to write your plan of action. Every single day you have an agenda. A life without an agenda has no structure. There is levels to this shit.
Yep.
There is no way in hell, if you have a $30,000 mindset, if you making 30,000, you got a $30,000 mindset, you need to enhance your intellectual property and get around people who actually can help you with creativity. Money goes from nation to nation. It's never went hand to hand. It's transferable. It's magnetic. You have the opportunity to make whatever it is that you desire. It's based on your creativity. It's based on your partnerships. It's based on your mentors that you have. It's based on how well you execute, what you spend your time on. Is it positive? Is it negative? Your fave 5, what type of things you speak about, what type of things that you love. That is where your income comes in. Your intellectual property, your time allocated to bullshit versus things that create a newer you every day. Every day you got to be a new you. If I wasn't around the people that I'm around on a day-to-day basis, I'd be off the chain on social media. I be want to say so much ignorant stuff you just don't even know. But guess what? Is that high energy? Is that an energy that eludes success? Is that an energy that is attractive to my audience? It's called discipline. It's not being fake. It's called discipline. So you got to have that discipline, enough discipline in yourself to know where you're going, where you're headed, and there's a bigger mission to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
The people around you, are you learning from them or gossiping?
Exactly.
Are you splurging and spending but not investing? You'll say $100. You'll invest in a susu before you invest in something that's a 12-month secure contract that's giving you compounding residual income that's tripling your account. You would do a susu before you do that. You know why? Because that's your tribe. That's your vibe. That's the energy that you elude. That's the intellectual property that you're missing because you want it easy and fast and you understand that, right? So we got to tap into a different synergy. We got to tap into a different energy. We have to be able to not only articulate what it is we're doing, but execute on a high level.
Yes. Missing the comments. Yes, you guys. So yeah, it's you. Woo, loud. Ooh, loud. Baby, if you didn't get no gyms tonight, baby, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you because you got to get to the next level. And like Stephen said, you got to get around people. My circle is super, super small because I don't hang around people who's not heading where I'm headed. I've had to cut friends off that I've been friends with for a long time because it's to the point where we have nothing in common.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't have nothing in common. And it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I want y'all to do tonight. I want you to, I told you this last week, you probably didn't do it because there's some new people on here, but you have to evaluate your circle. You got to see who you're talking to on a day-to-day basis. Are they going where you're trying to go? Are they going where you're trying to go? You need to hang around people who fit your future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave you with that. You got to hang around people who fit your future.
Absolutely. 100%. That's really, y'all need to write that down. That's a Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook post.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one thing about it, when you evolve, you don't even have to cut people off. They're going to cut themselves off.
Yep.
You really don't even have to, like when I started transcending to a higher level mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, I didn't have to say, oh, you couldn't be, I'm getting rid of you. I'm getting rid of you. They stopped calling me. They stopped talking to me. You know why? Because they already know that they don't fit. You don't have to tell them they don't fit.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to get sick of you talking about enhancing, enlarging your territory. They're going to get sick of hearing you talk about your business. They're going to get sick of hearing about the events and the platforms that you own, the books that you may have coming out, the content. See, they can't relate to that shit. They can relate to popping bottles and going to boogaloos and all that old bullshit. They ready for that.
Don't do boogaloos. Don't do it.
I love our boogaloos. We ain't been in a while either. We gotta go. But you know what I'm saying? It's time for us to pop a couple bottles, Keita. It's time. But yeah, seriously, like they'll eliminate themselves because they don't like the conversation concept. Absolutely. See, when they don't like, they want to talk about the men, talk about the girls. They want to talk about, what you've been doing, the latest drama on TMZ or Shade Room. They want to do all of that. When you change the conversation and you like, oh, you know what? I got to go find a dress. Girl, where are we going? Oh, I'm going to a black tie affair. What? They immediately, like, people get uncomfortable with your growth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you know you evolve. And that's when you know you're becoming a better you, because people will get uncomfortable with being around you and you start seeing people disappear. And guess what? The saying that it's lonely at the top, it's only lonely at the top when you got bottom feeders that you try to take to the top with you.
Ooh.
When you got people that's ready to go to the top with you, they come and lining up side by side, holding your hand, and you going up to the top together. It's only lonely when you try to bring people that don't meet the criteria. They don't fit. They jumping off the cliff going into the water because they didn't fit. You got to stop forcing success on people.
Come on now.
And compartmentalize. I have friends that are nowhere near where I am. I have friends that's way higher than I am. I have friends that I can talk to about certain things. That's what I compartmentalize them. That's what I expect from them. I don't put on people I don't project on them my desires. I have real friendships that I know how to compartmentalize, and okay, me and you gonna go eat. That's my dog to go eat. Okay, you know what? This is my girl right here. Boom, boom, boom. We got 25 years, whatever the case may be. It's okay to compartmentalize. But your fave five, the people you talk to every single day, the people when you need somebody to pray for you, the people that you need some business advice on closing a deal, or you working with people that's complicated, your fave five matters.
Yes.
Matters big time.
That's gonna pray for you, baby, because this one right here will break out in a prayer so quick with me, y'all. I thank God.
And that's my baby, man.
Not even playing. Like that's the type of people that you need in your life.
Yeah.
Someone that's pray for you, who wants the best for you, who's always introducing opportunities to you.
Yes.
If you don't have those type of people in your life, you need to reevaluate your friendships.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's vice versa. It's a law of reciprocity with us. It's not a give and give and give. It's a give and take. I can call Keita at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. You woke? Well, if you ain't woke, wake up because I need you. Huh? Wait. Okay, I'm up. And the same thing. It's no boundaries when it comes to our sanction of our friendship. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you need people that you could talk business with, personal, you could travel with, you can, cry with, you can you can brainstorm with. Your circle is extremely important to your growth. And important to your marketing. Yes. Because people pay attention. Jobs pay attention to what's on social media. Colleges pay attention to what's on social media. So when people say social media is not real life, social media is a depiction of your personality. It is a 15 to 1 minute depiction of who you are, what you like, what you desire, your personality traits, what you post about. All of that is mental, emotional, spiritual, and financial. Because guess what? Lifestyle is financial. And you can't fake lifestyle. You can fake it once every quarter. You can fake an Airbnb, a rental Turo. But when you watch a person's fruit and their lifestyle is consistent and persistent, guess what? That's the financial piece that you watch. And they don't got to tell you their numbers.
Yeah.
They don't got to do that. So you just, evolutionary. That's what I'm going to leave y'all with. Be evolutionary. Fuck being a goat. Be evolutionary.
Exactly.
Whose lives are you changing? Change one. If you could change one life a day, be revolutionary. I'm looking at these.
I'm going to go put that on the.
Yes, sis. This was good.
Yes, you guys. So listen, send me an email. We are doing it in Atlanta. Tiffany, how many days should you do? Should we do a weekend?
Yeah, let's do a weekend.
Okay.
Yep, let's do a weekend. And Keita always put me on blast with stuff. I'm telling y'all now, we got an event coming up. We're gonna do I'm gonna figure it out and the dates, but we about to do a lot of stuff. We doing a sip and paint that's coming up. And it's women, wine, and wealth sip and paint. So I'm putting it on live because Keita will be flying out to Mexico, Puerto Rico, Africa, freaking Paris. So I'm locking it in. We're gonna do a business, women, wine, and wealth sip and paint. It's gonna be ridiculous. We're doing a brunch, and then what she got going on, I just heard about that today. Guess what? I'm always locked in. So I'm doing her the same way. Yeah, ATL, we about to cut up.
Listen, I'm just so, and you know me, Tina, I'm so passionate about helping people get to the next level.
I know.
And are too. I know that that's my purpose in life, is to serve and help people, because I know how God changed my life. And I know just by having coaches and mentors and just people because you've been in the game way longer than me. You know what I'm saying? And then I met Tony Gaskins, and just being around people who's moving. That's what they don't understand. Just being around people who not only just inspire you, but actually helping you and putting you in positions to have more.
Absolutely.
And it's just so important. And I see that the Pittman came on. He will be on next week, you guys.
Yes.
Talking about sales. So yeah, it's about to go down next level. Let's go.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, Keita, it's been amazing, sis. And as always, you know, we locked in for life, baby. So we're gonna keep you guys posted. Definitely email her. She has some amazing programs. We have some things individually and collectively that we're gonna rock out with. And it's just time to execute in excellence without excuses, you guys. It's time for us to lock in. We're only looking for people that's looking for us, and it's going to be a first come, first serve, and there is going to be an interview process because
yes,
we've worked with so many different people that we gave the benefit of the doubt of being ready who was not ready. So now at this point, and with it being the second quarter, we only dealing with people that's actually ready, and we see some proof that they are ready.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. And you have to be at a certain level. I'm just being real. You have to be at a certain level to be in these rooms.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys. I will see you on next Wednesday. Make sure you follow Tiffany. I will tag her because I'm going to save this on my profile. And we will see you guys next week.
Yes, yes. I'll be on that one with Mr. Pittman, baby.
Okay.
With my notebook. All right, guys. Talk to you later, Keita. I'll call you after I leave from this event.
Okay.
Okay, baby.
Bye-bye.
Bye.